Greetings, Earthbound travelers. Welcome to tonight's episode of Bloodlines, Will of the Dice's newest campaign. This is basically Will of the Dice Season 2. I am Tyr the DM, he, him, the world's okayest DM, and I will be your guide through this cacophony of clusterfuckery and fun times. Before we get started, we do have announcements. First and foremost, we are for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Secondly, we are not associated or affiliated with any TTRPG creators, manufacturers, or publishers. We're simply a bunch of group geeks that get together to have a good time and share that good time with you. Locke.
Hi gamers, I'm Locke Clark, and I'm going to talk to you tonight about our partners in this endeavor, Level Up Dice, fine purveyors of luxury dice for all your sexy dice needs. Look, I'm going to level with you. We're real close to a goal. We're real close to leveling up within the company. So what we need is for 5 purchases to be made.
4.
They have to be 4. I'm sorry, 4. We're 4. We're up 1. 4 purchases to be made at $25 or more. Anything in the shop, using our link to do it, and that will get us 50 sets of dice. Now, these are the D20 pucks. It's a metal puck. It's hinged together with magnets and has a set of anodized aluminum D20s.
D6s.
I'm sorry, D6s with our logo on the 6. They are awesome, and they will send us 50 more of those that we will give away a bunch of on stream to you. So if you follow our link, go over there, find something, anything almost, and buy it. You're helping us get to that goal so we can give things away to you. That link that you're going to use to make us look good over there is https://bit.ly/L, Will of the Dice, all one word. That's bit.ly/LUD, Will of the Dice, all one word. Go check that stuff out. Find something, buy something, and we'll be able to give some dice away real soon. Also, we would like to thank the musicians who have provided music for tonight's show. Those musicians are Michael Gelfi. They are Kevin MacLeod. They are Epidemic Sound. They are Dwergar. And they are Patrick Taylor, our very own Peculiar Patrick.
Okay, one more thing I want to say before we get started. First off, guys, we appreciate you being here so much. You're the reason we do this. We have the best fans. We have the best audience, bar none. That being said, we do not always watch chat while we're playing. So if it's something that we don't respond to right away, please understand we are not trying to ignore anyone. We're just wrapped up in the game. If it's something really important, send a message to our producer, Lolly G. Fafo, and they can get the message, because when they speak, we can hear them. You can't. The voice of God. Okay. All right. That is our announcements. So now it's time for introductions.
All right, that's me, right? So I'm Christina, she, her, and I'm playing Tiami Frostmane. She's a female minotaur with white fur and blue eyes. She has white hair that's been dyed blue to match her eyes. And she has lovely metal tips on the end of her 2-foot-long horns. So we'll get to see more about her.
And where can they find you?
Oh, on Twitter at Tia Morsaskula. I knew I was going to forget something.
And interesting fact, Tiami Frostmane is the daughter of one Tarios Frostmane. Dun dun dun. Okay, next.
Hello, everyone. It's me, Patrick, and today I will be voicing a Luxodon. And for those that don't know what Luxodon is, that's like an elephant humanoid. He has deep brown eyes with a look of peaceful wonder. His clothes are fine silks, styled almost like a kimono, and he wears jeweled necklaces, and his ears are pierced with hoops and jewels, and every one of his fingers has a ring on it. His tusks are capped ornamentally, and lots of blues and yellows. But the big thing that you should know is that, this is a miracle baby of Ziraj. You know, that famous heroine druid that's helped save the world. Currently on, okay, John, let's see if I can say this. Zarguzasht? Yep, that is whatever the language of Estrasilion, that is the official term. Basically, I'm on Brumspringa, and I'm going to go see it all, do it all, and not necessarily in that order. And you can find me on Twitter at Peculiar Patrick.
Hey everybody, I'm Ren Matley. My pronouns are she, her. And tonight I'm going to be playing Kalira Vizwindelman, the daughter of Tannen and Physic, two heroes who were part of the Battle of the Demon Bride. A halfling man and his husband, a gnome, who created their children. And she was one of the results. At 2'8" tall, with bright violet hair and bright blue eyes, she's got a full curvy figure and has this outgoing, excited personality. She's just curious about everything. And we'll get to meet her in just a little bit. You can find me over on Twitter at Ren_Matley.
Hi, gamers. I'm still a lot Clark, he, him. And tonight I will be playing Atreus Ironclaw Nixon. He is also he, him. He's a shifter, which means that somewhere back in his lineage there was some lycanthropy. He was raised in the orphanage founded by our very own Nyx from the Scions of Oblivion campaign. He was raised on stories from Nyx and Akatosh and Uncle Karak about the adventures that they went on, and at a fairly young age ran away to seek adventure of his own along with his brother. And he's very much the devil may care variety. He has tawny colored fur covering most of his body. His hair is shaved and sort of is cropped short on the sides and the back, pulled up into a ponytail. And he's got long sort of mutton chops, wears goggles, mostly up on top of his forehead or sometimes down around his neck when they're not on his eyes. And he's got a companion that follows him around that you'll get to meet later. And you can find me and the artwork created by our lovely, wonderful artist at InSketched. Is that right?
Yep.
On my Twitter, I posted the artwork for him and my character in Sins of Blood. So you can find those there, which is at Lock Unruly. That's Lock with an H.
And we want to give a special, huge shout out to Alice. Unfortunately, Tech Gremlins are keeping them from joining us tonight. They will hopefully be back next week, or the crew's going to roll up to their ISP and lay the smack down on some candy asses. But we love you, Alice. We're sorry that you're not here tonight, but we will get you in next week. You are one of us. Also want to give out special thanks, as Locke was saying, to InSketched. That's at InSketched over on Twitter, the amazing artist that did the artwork for both Sins of Blood and this campaign, Bloodlines. Want to say a special thank you to Peculiar Patrick here for the special tracks that they made for our podcast. A lot of amazing art, a lot of great art. Okay, that's enough rambling. As I said at the beginning of this, I am Tier the DM, the world's okayest DM. I am he, him. And you can find me over at Twitter at tier_the_DM. That being said, do we have any last requests before we get started?
Not the
Me.
face.
Me.
You always say that.
I'm a he they. Patrick is he they, and then Ziraj is he him. I forgot to say that in my introduction because I was just too excited to talk about my Luxodon. Right.
Right. Okay, get my music going here, maybe. My
Come
music
on,
bot's not
music
working.
bot.
Oh, come on, Tech Gremlins.
Tech
Go the fuck away.
Gremlins.
I'm trying my technomancy.
Hey, there it is.
Hey, I know that song.
All right. Before we begin, as always, safe word is porcelain. With that being said, let's step into it, shall we? The year is 1369, the second counting. It's been 30 years since the Day of Shadows, a time when Angramora, guided by the wrathful hand of Zacchaeus, almost consumed the world in darkness. It was a time of uncertainty, a time of sadness, a time of calamity. It was also a time that in 30 years has become forgotten. The threat that once was perceived as less than and less than as the years go. And as time marches forward, the arrogance of people have allowed lessons that should have been passed to generation to become forgotten. In Vern de Thar, the threat of war hangs heavy on the horizon. The once strong peace between Iron Sage and Glandamere are a relic of the past. Tensions growing ever stronger as both kings, spurred by zealous generals, draw closer to the point of no return. Already Rookspire has fallen to the savage Glandamere army, and its hungry eyes lingers both on Iron Sage and the free cities. Filling the eyes of the wolf that is Glandamere upon them, the new mayor of the free cities, one Mayor Major Baynard, you all may know him as the owner of the Cashmere Rose, now mayor, has begun a secret mission of amassing an army. Troops sequestered in the Outlands, training day and night, as stealth operatives known only as Ridge Runners, constantly patrol the borders. Luxury of peace forgotten, determination of self-preservation firm in hand. But those things, those are beyond the lives of those that are blessed. They are beyond the lives of those that are touched. They are beyond the lives of those that are you. You see, because now we are in Glandamere, we're in the sleepy little agricultural center of this vast kingdom of the town of Ardanus. Ardanus is the wheel to the hub to the wheel of agriculture. All the farms, everything reports through Lords Reginald and husband Stefan of Hendlemire as they handle the royal stores, as it were. Harvest time has come. The leaves have changed their color to flaming reds and beautiful oranges. The evening air is now chilled with a nip from Jack Frost as the time of harvest has come. And you, my friends, you find yourselves in the cusp of garish luxury as you have been invited to the grand gala at the Harvest Inns, the Lord Hendlemire's famous party, the event of the season, as it were. Lord Hendlemire, a man of great wealth and power, personally writing your invitations. No doubt this is an auspicious occasion for each of you up-and-coming would-be someones. You will be hobnobbing with the best, for only the best are allowed at the Hendlemires. The time comes, the ringing of the bell as it is dark, the events to begin. You are greeted at the door, a footman there to take weapons or cloaks, whatever it is that you wish to surrender at the time. Passing the footman, you come into the grand foyer. Music playing, the party not taking long to come to life. As a gentleman in familiar black service attire will step forward. May I have your invitation? He speaks to you, Shiraz. How do you pronounce that? Help me out here.
Sure is.
Sure is. I had it right the first time.
Shariz, sorry, the party music kicked in and I heard it. It was awesome. Shariz will use his trunk to get inside his kimono and produce the letter that was given to him as invitation from Lord Hendlemire.
He will turn. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Shariz the Random from Istrasileon. There will be a few small claps as some interesting people will find you rather interesting. The gentleman motioning for you to continue as there is a line behind you. As you step through into Butter Light, what do the people see?
As okay, let me just pull this up here. So, when Shariz steps into it, the first thing you'll notice is his massive form. While he is smaller to other Luxodons, he's still a Luxodon, so he's a big, thickum boy. He's 298 pounds. He's 6'10". He is a younger Luxodon. He appears to be about 25 years in age, and he is just those deep brown eyes. He's got a peaceful wonder about himself. The silks are all just like yellow and blue. The azurite and the aquamarine just kind of sparkling. The blue sapphires, the blue quartz, the blue spinel, the cryosophrase. I don't know how to say that one, but anyway, he's just sparkling in jewels and looks opulent, and it's just like, right, and he's like waving with his trunk at people, like he's just waving at people. No one's really probably paying any attention to him other than the people that are really focused on him, but he's just kind of like aimlessly walking, and he's gonna go find the food table that he can get some form of food.
The gentleman, for lack of a better word, the butler, if you will look to you, Kalira. Invitation, please.
Kalira will remove her fur wrap, handing it off to the person collecting coats, and then hold out her hand wearing her fingerless lace glove and present her invitation.
Ladies and gentlemen, those of non-binary gendering, it is my pleasure to present Ms. Kalira Fizzwinderman of Taladegarios. There will be the slight clapping from some of the more traditional partygoers as you are motioned to step forward. What does the people see?
Kalira is 2 foot 8 inches tall. She has chin-length, curly violet hair and bright blue eyes. She's wearing a diamond septum ring, as in her homeland it is traditional. She's got a diamond barrette in her hair, and she is wearing the poofiest gold dress that she could find. It has white lace overlay on the bodice, and she has what looks like maybe a scarf tied around her forearm on her right arm. And again, the fingerless lace gloves to match the lace on the bodice of her gown. She's a thick, curvy body, despite being super short. She will make her way down the steps and start weaving through the crowd looking for people to talk to.
All right. Next, the butler will turn to you, Tiami. Your invitation, please.
Tiami will look down her nose at him. And Casimir, please move out of the way. And she's going to nudge her little corgi out of her little purse pouch and slide her hand in to pull out her invitation and lightly give it to him.
He will take the invitation and read it. His eyes will widen for a moment. He will look at you. Forgive me, Your Highness. Ladies and gentlemen, and our non-binary guests, it is my deepest pleasure to present Her Highness Princess Tiami. How did I just go blank on the last name? What the fuck? Frostmane. Princess of Western Taladegarios. Everyone will stop and turn to look.
Tiami will do a slight smirk. She is dressed in the height of haute couture, and she has a fitted silver bodice that flares out into layers and layers of sheer blue silk, covered by like a tulle, and then it lightly wraps around her arms, giving the hint of sleeves and almost a shawl. So she has full movement, but it gives her lovely flowing while she struts into the room.
I don't need to make a note of something.
Shariz will immediately make his way to Tiami.
Okay.
And she's got like one of those rings that goes across her knuckles, all glammed out. It's shining with stones. It matches her nose ring, her multiple earrings, the tips of her horn. It's all coordinated, all silver and blue.
The butler will compose themselves and ask for your invitation, Atreus.
Atreus steps forward and he's like, where did I? Oh, and remembering, he reaches down to the Steel Defender that's right next to him, which is, for anyone who doesn't know, Steel Defender, think Warforged, so it's a metal automaton, but instead of being in the shape of a person, it is in the shape of a dog. It's roughly an English Mastiff with glowing, fiery eyes. Give me that pork pie. Pulls the invitation out of the Steel Defender's mouth and hands it, kind of cleans it off a little bit and then hands it to the guy.
The guy will tentatively take it, arching an eyebrow. Ladies and gentlemen, and non-binary guests, it is my pleasure to introduce Atreus Nixon.
It's Atreus rolls his eyes. It's Ironclaw, just Ironclaw, and then just walks past the guy, just dismissively.
I'm sorry, my lord, but your invitation says Atreus Nixon. Are you not Atreus Nixon?
No, I just prefer to just be called Ironclaw. It's a thing. Never mind. And he walks in, annoyed.
Enjoy the party. And this litany will go on and on. Other guests being, hold on one second. Had a production note that I had to take a look at. This will go on guests being introduced. The last of which will be a Lord and Lady Carson and Bunny McLean, a Lord Armand Buckinghamshire, Lady Patrice Floyd, Lady Clarice Vendel, Lady Isra DeWitt, Lord Ivan Periwinkle, Lord Evan Periwinkle, Lord Anthony Wolf McBain, and nephew Etivar McBain. The party in full swing. I love the mean mugging I'm getting from my players, although these characters have no idea who the fuck these people are.
Wouldn't I, though? I mean, the only interaction that has had with Anthony Wolf McBain was the wagon.
Yeah. It's
but
just
the
tell
name
that would have been recounted.
It's just the name Antivar being there.
That would most of you, well, not all of you, those of you that are from recent heritage of the Scions of Oblivion would possibly raise an eyebrow hearing the name Antivar. But for Kalira, whose parents were not involved, would be clueless. The music will play, the guests will dance, they will dine, they will wine. Laughter is in the air. It is a grand time at the gala. Yes, Patrick?
Oh, you just said that they're whining and dining, and then I knew what the third thing is. And I was, because that's what Shariz would be like, definitely be drinking and talking to everyone. and trying to schmooze with Tiami because she's a princess, obviously, and also she kind of remembers the name Frostmane sounds familiar. That sounds familiar.
So you see her there.
He'll approach and put out his trunk as if he is trying to like shake your hand with it. Hello.
Tentatively reach out. Leave her hand there for you to shake.
Oh yeah, and then he shakes your hand with the trunk, but like does like a weird like it's supposed to be like a kiss on the hand, but it really just looks like something is sniffing at your hand, and then shakes. And then hello, I'm Shariz. I don't know if we've been properly introduced.
Hello, Shariz. Princess Tiami, but you can call me Tiami. No need to stand up.
Right. Well, have you checked over here by the food? It is most excellent. And he will like kind of like put his arm out to be gentleman-like.
So she'll put her hand in the crook of his arm, still looking at him kind of side eye because she's not sure, but allow herself to be guided over there. I'm sure Casimir wants something to snack on.
Well, would you look at that? That's very cute. And then his trunk would like gently, again, it'll look like this thing is just sniffing the dog, but he's giving it pats with his nose.
The dog will sniff back. It's fine. You're gonna get doggy kisses.
Oh, that's a very weird sensation to have something blow into your nose and sniff it at the same time. Oh, you just said his name was Castamere? That's pretty cool. We'll just go to the food table and make plates of food.
All right. Kalira, you will be approached by a elderly gentleman, white, thinning hair, very rotund, dressed very, very, very elegantly in formal blacks, with a walking stick of black. Quite, Lady Kalira, yes.
Oh, yes, that's me.
Yes, I have heard of your parents. They did great things.
Oh, yes, my fathers are amazing.
Yes, quite. I'm curious. Are you looking to stay in the family business of adventuring?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I guess so. My dad's kind of retired after the whole thing. But yeah, that could be fun. I'm always interested in trying new things.
Well, I'm holding a special luncheon tomorrow. I would like for you to join. There's a matter of magic to it. Quite.
Well, that sounds very interesting.
I can say no more at this time, but would you be willing to come by around noon for a bit of lunch and to discuss this special project?
Yeah, I should be awake by then.
Quite. Thank you. Have a good day.
Oh, I didn't get your name.
Lord Reginald Hendlemire. This is my soiree, as it were.
My apologies. She'll give a little curtsy.
No harm, no foul. I understand you're new to Glandamere. I'm glad that you made the trip. What? Adds a little bit of variety to my gala.
Thank you so much. And when she smiles at him, he'll be able to see she has little fangs where her canine teeth should be.
He will arch an eyebrow, but will not comment.
All right, I will see you tomorrow. And thank you again for the ball.
Thank you for attending, my lady. Yes. Oh, well. Young Atreus Ironclaw, I see. Ironclaw you prefer. Yes.
Yeah. Just Ironclaw. It's fine. Yeah.
It is important to establish a moniker early in life if that is what you wish to be known as. So I salute you in knowing where you're going, lad.
Thanks.
So I understand that you're no stranger to the game of danger, if you were. Oh, quite, I'm a poet.
Yeah. You could say that, I suppose.
I would like to invite you to a special luncheon I'm holding tomorrow. There's a special adventure to be had. I'm financing the entire thing, and I'm looking for people with particular skills, as it is very dangerous, but very rewarding.
Best things always are, right?
Quite. Would you be willing to come round around noon tomorrow to have a bit of lunch and discuss this?
Free meal and possibility of something exciting to do. Yeah, I do that.
Excellent. I look forward to seeing you and your companion. Pork pie. Interesting. Yes, quite.
Atreus reaches down and pats Pork Pie on the head, his metal arm clanking against the metal dog's head as he pets him. Oh, I should say, I probably didn't. I don't think I actually described what Atreus looks like other than his face, his rough appearance. Atreus is wearing a leather doublet with brass fittings locking it together at the front. It's done in burgundy with all brass trim. He's wearing black breeches with high burgundy boots, and his right arm is a dull gray metal, much in the same fashion as an iron forge, or as a warforged, or as his animal companion is. But there's a red glow coming from the shoulder area, and sometimes the pieces sort of move around on their own, and the glow will spread up and down the arm a bit sometimes.
Very cool. He will excuse himself and make his way to Shariz and Tiami. Quite. Look, I found you both together. Greetings, Shariz and your highness.
Greetings.
I am Lord Reginald Hendlemire. Quite. At your service.
This is your gala.
Yes.
Thank you for the invitation.
Thank you so much for
didn't realize
attending.
I was coming.
Oh, we have our ear to the ground, if you know what I mean. Important people.
Right.
He will lean in close as the music has softened a little bit, a slower song. I'm wondering if the two of you would be interested in an adventure.
Well, I am on my spirit quest. An adventure sounds fun.
You're on a spirit quest. I'm on something of a spirit quest too. That's so funny. It's like we have so much in common. It's so nice. Well, of course I want to go on an adventure. I want to experience things to the fullest. I want to do things. People, places, everything. I want to do them.
Quite.
I mean, see them.
Yes, quite. Winks as good as a nod. Yes. So I'm having a special luncheon tomorrow. Come around noon, and we will discuss this very adventurous quest that I am financing. Wrought full of danger but great reward. I think that you would be perfect additions to the party.
Right.
Noon is so early, though. I guess.
You know, I'm getting that vibe from your generation that noon is early, but, you know, around here we still maintain the proper protocol. Up at dawn and all that.
Quite. That's how I get up. I get up at around that time. That's how when my mom tells me to get up. It's get up at noon and you can be able to start chores. And then after you're done with your chores, you get to play. I get all of my chores done very quickly.
Oh, you're so sweet. And she's gonna boop you at the end of your trunk.
Oh, he'll shiver a little bit.
Interesting. Quite. Well, thank you so much. He will take his walking stick and nod a point to Kalira and then to Atreus. Those are the other two that will be joining. You may want to make acquaintances now.
Right, shall we?
Oh, I believe I know her. I've seen her around court. And she's gonna like tug Shiraz along over to Kalira.
Right.
Seeing them approach, Kalira will curtsy. Your Highness, I didn't know you'd be here.
Well, wait. I thought I saw you on the ship.
I was kind of busy. The crew was answering all my questions, so they didn't always seem excited to answer all my questions. I guess I'm a little nosy.
I think they were a little busy keeping us afloat.
That's fair.
Nosy, that's me. I'm Shiraz. And he'll like half bow, but like he's still hooked, so he just nods.
Kalira will give a little curtsy in response. Hi, nice to meet you.
It's wonderful to meet someone as small as you. As you know, I am very large.
Kalira will cross her arms and pout at you. Not small. I'm fun size.
Exactly. And Tiami's gonna reach down because Kalira like touched you about her thigh and like pat her on the head. And you look gorgeous tonight too, dear.
Right.
Thank you.
Lord Hendlemire said that we should meet that gentleman over there.
Oh, okay. May I come along?
Yes, let's. I guess we're all having lunch together tomorrow.
Oh, that'll be fantastic.
As we approach, Shiraz is like kind of squinting, and then it's gonna be like, wait, I think I remember you. You're one of Nyx's kids.
Yeah, what of it? Oh, it's you. Slow-mo.
Right,
Right.
right.
How's it going, Slow-mo?
We're going on an adventure together. We're going on an adventure with these hotties.
Right.
Right.
At that, if there's a passing waiter with a tray with a goblet on it, Atreus just snags a goblet that's going by and starts drinking. And you two are...
Oh, you first, Your Highness.
Oh, Tiami Frostmane.
Frostmane. Like Tiberius?
Yeah, sort of. I'm the princess.
Oh. Cool, I've heard stories about your dad.
Not if it was Tiberius. Tarios?
Oh, that's the one, yeah. I never paid attention to that part of the story a lot. I liked Pants. Pants was fucking cool, man. Like, all that stuff with him being second fiddle to the guy in the mask never really played well. I'm sorry if that's your dad. Like, I was always really focused on. I thought Pants was cool.
Yeah, I hear Pants used to run around the palace for a while, but then he moved on to other things.
Yeah.
Saving
When
the
he
world
met
or
my
some crap.
mom.
I don't know.
He met my mom.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, Girth, that Loxodon's kid.
Yes, that's my mom, Sorange.
Oh, yes.
Other than Tiami, have I heard of either of their parents, Atreus or Shiraz's?
Give me a history check.
Okay.
I really hope you fail this, only because I think that'd be hilarious that you'd have no idea who we are.
Oh, and that's good. It's a good possibility. I rolled a 7 on the die. But let's see. History. Oh, I have advantage on history checks. So we'll roll the second one. 18 plus 10, 28.
You know that there was something about a famous Loxodon druid who helped save the world, but you don't know details.
Totally fair. What about Nyx?
Nothing.
Fair.
Sorry, I was taking a drink.
No, it's okay. So Kalira is standing there, kind of looking back and forth as everyone is talking. But if she notices Atreus's arm, she will fixate on that.
Give me a perception check.
All right.
And Atreus is just drinking.
Is he drinking with the arm that's
Oh yeah.
nice?
He's right-handed, so yeah.
Then no need to give a perception check. It's there.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Your arm is amazing.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, can't take all the credit. I had some help, but yeah, I kind of built it.
That's amazing. I build things too.
Build your own arm?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Isn't that awkward?
very. I don't recommend it. That's why I had help. The person helping me, fortunately, was a lot smarter than I am, so, helped me put it together.
Raw.
And as he's talking about it, and like absently, the some of the plates in the upper arm start to shift around, and the glow glows brighter for a second, and then fades back out.
Is it magical too?
Yeah. It's I mean, it's just like my arm, part of me now. Yeah.
But it's made of science and magic like me.
Whatever that means.
I'm sorry, what?
It is at this moment that all of you will catch a glimpse of something. One of the waiters coming by to offer Atreus another flagon of mead. When they turn, their apron will swerve, showing 2 daggers tucked into their belt.
Did anybody else see that? I say as I take a sip of the new flagon because I just swapped out as they came by.
Kalira will nod.
Can I point my nose? Can I point my nose at the sorry, I'll use the correct vernacular. Can I point my trunk at the waiter and cast message and be like, I saw that.
As soon as you do that, make a magic roll for the wild surge.
Magic message is a cantrip.
Oh, it's a cantrip? Okay. Good job. You don't have to make the wild surge. The person will drop the tray, draw both the daggers, go running towards Lord Hendlemire. At this point, you will hear 3 other trays drop as they go running towards Lord Hendlemire. The audience, those in attendance, will scream and rush to either side of the ballroom. Lord Hendlemire standing. What is the meaning of this? Quite.
I drop the flagon. And that.
How far away are they?
One moment, and I will tell you. 15 feet.
Awesome. So I want to do Goring Rush.
Okay.
So I take dash as my action, and I can move. Oh, it says at least, not up to. Never mind. It has to be 20 feet.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
I thought it said up to 20 feet, but it says at least 20 feet.
Okay, Tyr, you win this time because I point my trunk and say, no, stop, magic missile.
All right. Go ahead and roll the damage for the magic missile, and then please roll on the wild magic surge table.
So there's 3 assailants, right?
4.
Oh. Okay, I'll cast it at level 2. That way, it actually gets all of them. Okay, so I get one other one, so it's 4 darts. Each person gets a dart. First dart. is 3. And then it's each dart gets their own damage, or does it? Oh yeah, because they're different. I guess they're
Right.
different people. The second dart is 4 damage. The third dart is 3 damage, and the last dart, is 5 force damage. All of them hitting exactly at one time, shooting out. They look kind of like boogers, but they're not boogers, obviously, because they're magic missiles, because they're coming out of his trunk, and he's a wild magic sorcerer. And what do I have to roll for my surge?
You roll a D100. Wait, no, you roll a 20. As long as you don't roll a 1, you're okay.
Okay, here we go. Oh, you were almost lucky today, but it's a 7.
All right. So you blast these creatures, these individuals in the back with the magic missile. They stop, turn. One of them brings up a wrist crossbow to fire, and at this point, I need everyone to roll for initiative.
I saved him, y'all.
Don't fuck me, Ustad.
What a waste of a natural
Wow.
20.